Hey guys, it's Kelly Ann and welcome to another Flossy Friday. Today is January 10th. I'm trying this year to be much better about that, and sorry if I look this direction. I'm looking at the skies because we have really bad storms coming in and like possible tornado warnings and stuff, so I'm just, checking to see if it turns green or something because I may have to run into a closet. But aside from that, this week is pretty exciting. I have a finish and I was hoping to have two, but things at work this week have been a little stressful. So just quick life update. I am feeling so much better. I got a little worse around Sunday, had to call in again on Monday and go to the doctor, and over-the-counter decongestant was not working, so I had to get a prescription one. So for whatever reason, it didn't want to leave my body. And so I had to get a prescription to force that crap out, and I am at this point feeling so much better. I still can't pop my ear, but we're working on it. But I do feel so much better, and I sound better, and I have more energy today. And work, I've probably talked on and off about this, but we've been over the last year, creating online interactive content, and it's going to be the first of its kind, created by insiders of our agency, and it's going to go agency wide. Other people have had it made, but it was made and then it was for like a concentrated group. So I'm really excited because we went into test yesterday and everything is working fantastic, and I'm hoping we should maybe go live next week. And so it's been a stressful couple of days at work, finalizing things and getting it ready for test, and there was a mad scramble yesterday, but it's all turning out and everyone is loving it, and it's just really exciting. So that's pretty much the little update. Potter's little update is well, he's laying on his chair in the window. So there's your update on Potter. He may wander over here, he may not. I tried to get him in the video and he said no. So okay, we'll talk about my first finish and my other new start, because they were both new starts, and then we'll talk about my whip that I chose for this week, or actually that my friend chose for me. So if we remember last week, I had planned to work more on a whip and to take certain whips to work and work on them on my lunch breaks, and to work towards, I have two finishes. Where did the other one go? Oh, my Lanta. Okay, sorry, distraction. And to work on the Be Inspired and the wine bottle by Ursula Michael, that are really close to being finished, so I could get them off my whips and also have Be Inspired ready for March, because that is my March whip that I have to have finished for my quilt guild. So there's all that, but all the designers are coming out with charity pieces for the Australian bushfires. So I bought two of the patterns. There's one or two more that I think I'm gonna get. There's so many, it's been hard to keep up with, quite honestly. I feel like every day there's a new one. So I have three of them. I've started two, finished one. So we're going to talk about that. This one is by Fiddlesticks AU. So I started this week and I finished him this week. I started him on Monday. This is on a piece of Demoiselle by Picture This Plus. I believe it's a 32 count linen. Okay, so 32 count linen in Demoiselle by Picture This Plus. I really liked the rainbowy color of it, and I thought it would look really pretty. This is by Fiddlesticks AU on Etsy. With the exchange rate, it's about a $2 pattern. It does fluctuate in cost between like $150 and like $210 for USD. It just depends on the exchange rate. So the price may fluctuate a little bit, but it's around a $2 pattern. They've already donated, I think, over $1,000 in like the first like week that this has been available. I think it came out on Monday. I could be wrong about that. It may have come out on Sunday. But all the proceeds of this pattern is going to the firefighters, possibly wires, but for sure the firefighters. And she's doing a percentage of any of her other Australia themed patterns. Okay, so specifically the Australia themed patterns. Any of those, she's doing a percentage, and I can't remember, it's around like 20 or 25%, something like that. That profit is also going to the charity. So he's a quick stitch. You get the main pattern, and then you also get the wings and the halo with a little saying. I decided not to do the saying, but I did do the wings and the halo. And this is just, it's a really cute, quick piece. I finished it in 2 days. And so, yeah, he's adorable. So Etsy, Fiddlesticks AU, or Fiddlesticks_AU on Etsy. Go check him out. The pattern is called Koala Bushfire Appeal. So go get that. Check him out. He's my second finish for the year. You'll see the first one in a minute, but I want to talk about these first. The next pattern that I started, this came out yesterday. No, this came out Wednesday. And this is by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And this one is called With Love. So it's a little koala, and it's surrounded by the flower, the national flower of Australia. This is the pattern. Super adorable. It's a really super quick stitch. I'm stitching this on a piece of 14 count Aida by Fabrics by LJ. Unfortunately, he doesn't dye fabric anymore, but this fabric was called Wicked. It's pink and green, and I cut the piece off of the size that I needed, but I'll show you what the rest of the fabric looked like. It's a beautiful fabric. So this piece was going to be just pink. This piece was going to be just green. This pink piece wasn't as bright as I wanted, so I took this one. Oops. I took this piece, which was kind of like a good combo. So yeah, I can't put a bigger piece on this now, but I can put some smalls on the remainder. Wow, it got dark really fast outside. But again, he doesn't dye fabric anymore, but it was called Wicked. This chart is $5 from the Frosted Pumpkin on their website, thefrostedpumpkinstitchery.com, and it's $5, and all the proceeds this last week went to wires. But they raised so much money, and there's so many charities that they want to donate to. So every week they're going to donate to another charity the profit. So whenever you decide to buy this, it'll say which charity it's going to that week. But they're all animal organizations in Australia. But this pattern is $5 USD on the Frosted Pumpkin site. The last one that I have but haven't started is the Aussie Friends. This is by Sassafras Samplers. This is free. This is a free chart. It is floating all around Instagram, Facebook, all of the places, YouTube. So if you want to pause it and screenshot this, but I printed out in black and white for highlighting purposes. But go to anybody's Instagram for the most part right now, or go to Sassafras or Sassy Jack's Instagram, and I guarantee you'll be able to find this, screenshot it, and print it out, or chart it from your phone or stitch it from your phone. So I have this, I have the colors pulled for this. This is a free chart, okay? So this is a freebie. That's why I said, if you really want to screenshot it, you can, okay? But basically, whenever you are done stitching this, share it on Facebook, Instagram, and or email Sassy Jack Stitchery, and they will make a donation for you stitching this. So if you post this on Stitch Mania and you tag them, or if you post it on their Facebook group, if you post it on their Sassy Jack Stitchery Facebook group, they will donate for every person. If you tag them on Instagram, they will donate for you stitching this. So they are making the donation on behalf of you stitching this. So this is my next one that I'm gonna start once I finish the frosted pumpkin one. So check all of those out. There are plenty more patterns. I personally, honestly, can't keep up with all of them. I've seen some other ones. I know that Hands Across the Sea has one that is, I think somebody said around $13 USD after conversion rate, and it's a PDF. So you can go to the Hands Across the Sea website, and it's a smaller sampler. It's not one of the crazy big ones. It's smaller. It's a uppercase and lowercase alphabet with numbers and a couple of like bands, 2 bands, I think. And then the person's name and date that they stitched it, which I can't remember the name right now, but you'll see it. It's like the first chart available now if you go to charts available. So you can purchase that. It's a PDF. I'm trying to think of everywhere that's come out with one, but I honestly can't think of it. Think of all of them, but everybody's reposting them and posting them. So just check out Instagram. You will find them. You will find them. Okay. But so many people are doing it. I think there's patterns coming out for like the knitters and crocheters and things like that. I believe I don't do any of that, but I just wanted to get this information out to you if you wanted to help donate to any of the organizations. Several of our stitching community is coming out with patterns for it. So just check out on Instagram, check out the 4 that I've mentioned here today, and yeah, stitch a cute koala to help out our Aussie friends, right? So those are my 2 new starts. Okay, one of them a finish. How exciting. The next one is a finish. This is my first finish of the year, and this is my The Long and Winding Way by Blackbird Design. Okay, so this is a finish. The only main change that I made, like I said last time, was this was in the light blue, and where it landed on the fabric, it wasn't going to be very vibrant of a color. So I changed it to the pink, and I love it. All the beautiful lazy daisies in there, all the beautiful peacocks, and cute little birds and flowers. Yeah, this took me 4 days. It's a fantastic pattern by Blackbird Designs, and this is stitched on 18 count Aida that I hand dyed myself. So absolutely stunning. I love this. So I have 2 patterns left of this series, one of which Eleanor Rigby has to be finished by April. So this is my finish by February, so check. In the second week of January, which is fabulous. So this one's done, so now I really need to get on that Be Inspired and get that one done. But then I also need to start Eleanor Rigby, but it's calling me to start Blackbird so bad. And one of you, thank you so much. If I can... I am not doing well with names today. I have been just... Christine Weber wrote me a comment on here. Thank you so much. That she did stitch this in colors, multiple colors, and I went and I checked it out, and I'm going to pull it up for you on her Instagram because it is beautiful. She told me that, and I was like, I have to go check this out like right now because I've never seen anybody else do it in colors. And it's absolutely stunning, you guys. So this is kind of the idea that I had. I'll probably use like 87 more colors because I'm ridiculous. But it looks fantastic in color. So thank you so much for telling me about that, Christine, because yeah, I pictured it in my head, but I was a little unsure about it. So I'm really glad that one of you told me that you had done it too, because I am even more excited now to do it. Because yeah, you're right. The bird doesn't stand out enough, and he needs to stand out. It's named after Blackbird, which is one of my favorite songs. And so he needs to stand out. He doesn't need to be, you know, like in the middle, like not looking like he's there. So, anyways, thank you so much for letting me know that. So I kind of even more after seeing hers colorful, I want to start this one so bad, more than Eleanor Rigby, but this one I have a deadline for, but I mean April, right? I mean, I finished the other one in 4 days. I should easily be able to finish these. That's how I justify things, right? So, yeah, vote in your comment to me this week. Should I just go ahead and do a colorful Blackbird, or should I suck it up and just do Eleanor Rigby first? Because I didn't put Blackbird on my finish list. I probably should have, because then I could maybe justify it. But they're a quick stitch, right? And I have 3.5 months left. I think I can do it. You know, we have confidence today. But anyways, the Long and Winding Road is done. So I officially have 2 finishes for this year, which is already blowing my mind. But these little koalas, I just can't stop stitching them. They're just so cute and adorable, and they don't take much time. And I haven't been able to stitch at lunch the last few days, unfortunately, because of all the craziness with the launch and stuff. But he's not going to take much longer. I'm going to get him done tonight because I'm just so excited about him. All right, so the other thing that I've been working on, so after I finished The Long Winding Way, I had my friend Tracy, she was actually over, and I said, pick out my next whip. So she looked through my whip bags, and she goes, oh, this one looks really pretty. And she pulled it out because of the fabric, and it happened to be Sewing Cats. And so this one is also on my list to finish this year for my Quilt Guild. I think, though, because I've been working on this since this weekend, all through this week until I got the koalas. So I stitched on this a lot over the weekend and a little bit the nights of the week, but I've mostly been stitching on the koalas. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to continue working on this and get this shelf done because I finished the Potter up here. So the top shelf is finite, okay? Top shelf and third shelf, they're done. So I'm going to finish the second shelf. And this one I don't have to have done until like July, I think. Maybe May. So the last bit is the biggest section, okay? It's a lot. These patterns are fantastic, but honestly, the black work, the back stitch, makes them come to life. And if you want to see the final picture of this guy, I took a picture before doing any back stitch, and then I took the final picture of him and I posted on my Instagram. They're in a s5e. So if you want to see before and after back stitch, this is a really cool picture to go check out on my Instagram. But I think this next week, my goal, after I get all the koalas stitched, is to finish this shelf, and then I'm going to put it away for a little while because this just honestly takes a lot out of you, because there's just so many color changes, and then the back stitch goes by like that. But there's a lot of color changes, and it's just a lot, and I'm not ready to work on this solely for like 2 more weeks to get the bottom done yet. But the next time I get this out, it will be to complete it, and it'll probably take 2 weeks to get this whole big chunk done in that massive sewing machine, because that's a lot of black and gray, okay? I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot of little cats with a lot of little color changes and all the details. There's like 3 blues and purples and greens to get all of those like all of those shading colors and everything. So it is a lot. I mean, it's a lot, but it looks fantastic afterwards. And he does not come with a little booty hole, but I added a booty hole. I think it's necessary. And a few people agreed with me and also added one. Back in the day whenever I first started this 2 years ago. But I'm excited to have way more of this finished. I absolutely love this piece, and I'm really sad that it's taking me this long to kick my butt into gear and get it finished, but it is coming along. I have a deadline to have it finished, which means, you know, it's gonna get finished, right? So, yeah. This is my goal for this next week. As soon as that's done, I'll put another focus on a finish. But I do have a couple of things coming. Not very much. I have one really special thing coming, and then I did go ahead and pre-order the last 2 holiday hooplas, the Valentine's Day and the St. Patrick's Day. And as soon as those come in, I am going to stop what I'm doing and stitch those. just to do it. And obviously I have a couple new starts. I've got to do Eleanor Rigby and things like that. But I really would love to get a lot of my whip list down this year. And even though I have a lot of things kitted up, and I know there are things from Nashville that I'm going to want, I've already seen 1 or 2 things. It's going to happen. But it doesn't mean that I have to start them this year, right? Or that I have to purchase them this year. So we'll see how that goes. But this is the focus for the rest of, for this week until this shelf is done, as well as all the koalas, or as many that I have and find. And I'm going to put it away for maybe a month. I might get this back out in February and just go ham on the sewing machine. I just need a break, you know, like it's been a lot of work on this. And I think that's a good, that'll be a good break. Take, you know, a month and a half off, and then dedicate, you know, like the 2 weeks that it's going to take to knock that bottom section out. So, anyways, that's all that I have for this week. Like I said, I have a couple of things coming in the next like week or so that I think is going to be exciting. Hopefully I can get, you know, some more finishes. I'm going to get the koala finish, or both of the Aussie patterns that I still have. And once those are done, then I can switch back to my lunch focuses at work, and so hopefully then I'll get the wine bottle done next week. That's a goal for next week as well, because it's right there. I just need to finish some of those hole stitches, and then it's all back stitch, and that goes by really fast. So I'm so close to finishing that. So that's another goal for next week, is to finish that and get it done and gone. So that's where I'm at, guys. I hope that y'all have had a fantastic week, and anybody who's been sick, I hope that you're starting to feel better. It's been a long week, feeling all cruddy and all of that, but feeling much better. Definitely need to clean up. I know we're always used to having like the water bottle graveyard over here, but yeah, being sick, you have no energy, you have no desire, you have no production level, like at all. And I've really been feeling that this week, and I've really been like, but I'm sick, to my advantage. So now that I'm feeling better, I have to, you know, also do some housework this weekend, which is, it's fine. We all have to be adults some days, right? So definitely have that to do, but it's going to be a lot of stitching as well. So I hope that y'all have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for letting me welcome you into my home and show you my stuff for another week. And I really appreciate all of y'all's kind words and everything. Keep leaving me messages and like what you're working on and anything else that like I've asked if you feel like answering and all that kind of stuff, or just tell me whatever, because I just love chatting with you guys. And I will see y'all next Friday. Bye, guys.